If you look at the textbooks, you will find that it is described as a disease of the coastal regions. Here we are sitting in a place which is completely landlocked, and you would be surprised to know that Andhra Pradesh, our center, is reporting the maximum number of cases of this disease. So that's why I am saying what we are experiencing is very, very contrary to what we are learning from the textbooks regarding this disease. So epidemiologically, it has been a silent infiltrator. We never got to know how deep this disease had spread. It has done everything so silently. Clinically, this is a great mimicker. It has got a very non-specific presentation. It presents with fever. We have 1,000 different causes of fever, and along with fever, some people will have nothing else. Some people will have skin and soft tissue manifestations. Some people will have pulmonary manifestations. Some people will have neurological manifestations. And everywhere you will find so many differential diagnoses of this disease. And that's why, because the awareness was not there that of this differential diagnosis, melioidosis is also a cause. That's why patients often miss the definitive treatment which is very much available for this disease. They can get the benefit of treatment only when the diagnosis is there, and the diagnosis is not there because we are not aware of it. And that's why clinically it's a great mimicker. The third phrase that I'd like to share to you is prognostically, it's an opportunist killer. Taking the opportunity of immunocompromising conditions, taking the opportunity of debilitating conditions, long-standing chronic illnesses. We are the diabetes capital of the world. We have got good many patients with chronic renal failure, heart problems, compromised lung functions. All these opportunities of systemic illness, this bacteria takes up and causes this disease which we call melioidosis. So without further, we're spending the entire day on this disease, but I'd like to start the discussions with these three important phrases which convey a lot of relevant information. A silent infiltrator, a great mimicker, and an opportunistically fatal illness. Now I'd like to, this is a moment of great pride for me, because I happen to be a part of a department which has uncovered three important diseases which were thought to be non-existent in this region. It's not a credit to me. I happen to be a part of a great team which has uncovered three important significant illnesses which were previously thought to be non-existent in this region. There is a disease called Japanese encephalitis. Before I started working in this department, this was considered to be a non-entity for Madhya Pradesh. So rampant was that feeling was that even the diagnostic kits for the diagnosis of Japanese encephalitis, we were not supplied with those kits. It was thought that this does not happen in Madhya Pradesh. So we took up the evidence, we took up the clinical information, so many patients children getting infected, admitted with meningoencephalitis, undiagnosed for all the known causes. We took up the veterinary evidences, we found out horses from Madhya Pradesh, they were found to be positive for Japanese encephalitis, and that way generating the evidence, we now happen to be a disease, we now happen to be in the distribution list of JE diagnostic kits, and it is so important because there is a vaccine which is available for this disease. The children of this state can get the benefit of prevention from JE only if we have the evidence that JE exists in this part of the country, which was not recognized previously. Secondly, the disease that we uncovered was scrub typhus. Thanks to Dr. Shashank, who had been consistently working in this region. He set up febrile fever clinics in remote districts of the state and found out cases of scrub typhus which were previously undiagnosed. And the third disease in this line is this disease, melioidosis, as I just shared with you, that we happen to report the maximum number of cases of melioidosis in the country, though it happens to be a landlocked state. So these are great moments of pride for us. These are inspiring moments for us. And now it's a call for action. Having known that the disease exists, Having set up the facilities for the diagnosis of the disease, this is the time to carry the advantage of this knowledge to the patients so that they get the benefit of treatment. And that's why this training course becomes so important. And I'm really thankful to ICMR for taking up the cause. Dr. Harpreet is joining us online. She is the person who has been setting up the project called Mission, which is a multi-centric study on melioidosis. We are also a participant in this. I can see Dr. Chiranjoy Mukhopadhyay from Manipal, who has also been spearheading the cause. I'm thankful to all of them. And we in the state, clinicians, microbiologists, need to dedicate our efforts to champion the cause of creating awareness, sensitization about melioidosis, and see to it that the patients get the benefit of the scientific advances and discoveries that we are undertaking in this academic institution. Thank you very much for